What's going on, people? Hope y'all doing fantastic. Let me tell you about my 800 Mile Deadhead, and hopefully you may be able to learn something from it. Back when I was leased to the reefer company, I decided I was done with reefer. I had enough. The rates were in the toilet at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the reefer back. I'm going to switch over to flatbed. So that week, I went to Columbus, turned all my stuff in, talked to the manager, the transportation manager over there. There's a video somewhere about what our conversation. From there, I went down to Alabama. I had to be in Alabama on Monday morning. So I get down there, to make a long story short, I had to put, every time you go switch a company, you got to get a fresh DOT inspection. At least that's been my experience. You get a fresh DOT inspection. Well, you put the truck in the shop on a Monday. The truck was supposed to be done by Wednesday because they always find something wrong with it. So Wednesday afternoon, the truck still wasn't done. And the safety guy was like, yeah, your truck should be done by Wednesday. We'll get you, we'll find you a load. You find a load and you go on up home or wherever you got to go. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll get a load. Maybe Thursday morning I'll get a load, be back home Friday. Well, Wednesday goes by, Thursday goes by. I don't get the truck until around noon on Friday, and I still need to pick up a trailer. So to make a long story short, it was 5 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon, by the time I got the trailer, got all the tarps and chains and straps and everything on the trailer. So where am I going to find a load at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Because dispatch goes home at 5 o'clock. So there's nobody to book a load to book a load anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, I see how this is going to go. They try to bleed you dry from the beginning. Okay, so I'm like, So I made the executive decision. So, well, I'm going home. So I went over to the Love's. I topped off my tanks. It was like, I think I put $400 in there, topped off my tank. Now I'm pulling sailboat fuel, so I'm getting pretty good fuel mileage. So that night, I drove on home. 800 some miles. I stopped off halfway, took a nap, a couple hours, and kept on getting it. So the moral of the story is, you want to always make sure that you have enough money to wherever you're at, whether you're a company driver, you're leased on somewhere, or whatever have you, that you have enough money somewhere, credit card, cash, whatever, to get back home, wherever home is for you. I kind of did this type of same situation when I was a company driver. Now, it was nothing, they didn't close down or anything like that. What happened was, sometimes we would have these runs in Philadelphia on a Friday. So I'm like, man, I am not sitting in all this traffic on a Friday. So guess what I did? I reached in my pocket and hopped on the toll road and bypassed, all the traffic and stuff like that. So instead of me being out for, 12 hours that day, I cut my time. I ain't going to say in half, but I cut my time down. So I just always in the back of my mind, always got enough money to, if I needed to hop on a toll road, I'll hop on the toll road for whatever reason. The boss didn't pay tolls. So even if you're a company driver, and with this situation that happened with Falcon Transportation, you want to make sure that you have enough money, cash or credit or whatever, in case they close their doors, they at the last minute, you wake up, they close their doors, sorry, we don't have no money for you. You have to find your best way to get home or whatever you need to do. So you need to have that money available to you. Now this goes for company drivers. This goes for some of you that are leased on the companies, because any day, these companies aren't getting, business is business. It's only business. They can say, you know what, we're done. Shut the fuel cards off. No advances, nothing. We're done. Leave you stranded. Now, something else that just popped in my mind. For those of you that are leased onto a company, you need to get your own plate. You may not be able to afford it up front right away, but you need to get your own plate, and you need to get your own, what they call bobtail insurance or non-liability trucking insurance. You need to have both of them. Because just in case, let's say you leased onto a company and they decide to close their doors and stuff like that. They cancel the insurance, everything is done, and they leave you stranded. So you can just wait till nighttime and ride, and hopefully you don't get caught. But if you have your own plate, your own non-trucking liability insurance, you don't need their DOT number because you're bobtailing. You're not hauling the load. But that's enough for this video. That's just something to think about. We'll see you in the next one.